Hello, today we discuss Kirchhoff's rules. Kirchhoff's rules are useful in analyzing complicated electric circuits that consist of a number of resistors, sources of EMF, and other elements. The Kirchhoff's rules are junction rule and loop rule. Junction rule is also called Kirchhoff's junction rule or Kirchhoff's current law, and loop rule is also called Kirchhoff's loop rule or Kirchhoff's voltage law. So what is a junction? Two or more conductors meet at a point in electric circuit. That point is called junction or node or branch point. So let us first discuss junction rule. The sum of currents entering any junction must be equal to the sum of currents leaving that junction. Summation I entering a junction is equal to sum of currents leaving a junction, or the algebraic sum of currents meeting at a point must be 0. Summation I is equal to 0. Suppose you consider three conductors. They meet at a point. Current flowing through first conductor is I1. Current leaving through another conductor is I2, and third conductor is I3. The current entering towards the junction P is I1, and the currents leaving the junction P are I2 and I3. So according to junction rule, current I1 is equal to I2 plus I3, or we can write I1 minus I2 minus I3 is equal to 0, or we can write I1 plus of minus I2 plus of minus I3 is equal to 0. So here we take the current flowing into a junction P are taken as positive. I1 is taken as positive, and current leaving the junction point P are taken as negative. Here I2 and I3 are taken as negative. So the algebraic sum of currents, that is, can be written as sigma I is equal to 0. So sigma I equal to 0, I is positive if I enters towards the junction P, and I is negative if I leaves the point P. If we take more conductors, suppose we consider 5 conductors, they meet at the point P. P is the junction. Current entering towards the point P are I1 and I2. Current leaving the point P are I3, I4 and I5. So similarly we can write I1 plus I2, that is equal to I3 plus I4 plus I5, or I1 plus I2 minus I3 minus I4 minus I5 is equal to 0, or we write summation I is equal to 0. Junction rule is based on conservation of charge. At a given time delta t, the amount of charge entering towards the point P is I1 delta t. I1 into delta t is delta Q1, and charge leaving the point P are I2 delta t plus I3 delta t, that is equal to delta Q2 plus delta Q3. So according to conservation of charge, delta Q1 is equal to delta Q2 plus delta Q3. Charge flowing into the point P is equal to charges leaving the point P. So there is no accumulation of charge at the point P. So junction rule is based on conservation of charge. Next, loop rule. The algebraic sum of the changes in potential around any closed loop of a circuit must be 0. That is, summation V equal to 0. So here V stands for change in potential. Change in potential can be written as delta V, but here we take the symbol V. Summation V is equal to 0. So this is Kirchhoff's voltage law, and this law is based on conservation of energy. This is based on conservation of energy. Let us set down two rules for finding potential difference as we move around a loop. One is resistance loop. One is resistance rule. Suppose this is a resistor of resistance R. Mentally we walk through the resistance in the direction of current. Suppose this is the direction of current, that is I, and we move or walk. We move in the direction of current. Then the product IR is taken as negative because this side is higher potential, and right side is lower potential. Current flows from higher potential to lower potential, and we move in the direction of current. Then the product IR is taken as negative as current moves from higher potential to lower potential, and is in the opposite direction, it is positive. Suppose we move along this direction, then IR is taken as positive. Other rule is EMF rule. EMF rule. Suppose this is a source of EMF. EMF arrow is from lower potential to higher potential, and we move opposite to the direction of EMF arrow. Then EMF E is taken as negative. In other case, suppose this is negative terminal and this is positive terminal. Direction of EMF is from negative terminal to positive terminal. So if the movement is toward in the direction of EMF, then EMF is taken as positive. So this is called EMF rule. So these two rules can be applied in using loop rule. Here change in potential around a loop is 0. That means it can be also written as like this: summation of EMF E minus summation of IR is equal to 0. Let us take a multi-loop circuits. So this circuit consists of two loops. One is left loop, that is BADB, and other loop is DCB. Now we apply loop rule to the left hand loop. Left hand loop, that is BADB. So this is the left hand loop and B is the starting point. Now we move anti-clockwise direction. So we mentally walk along BADB while going from the point B towards the EMF. So we move in the direction of EMF arrow, that is from negative terminal to positive terminal. So when you move in the direction of EMF arrow, that is taken as positive. E1 is taken as positive. So this is plus E1. Plus E1. Then we move in the direction of current I1 through the resistor R1. So product I1 and R1 is taken as negative. So minus I1 R1. Then we go D to B through the resistor R3 opposite to the current I3. That means I3 and R3 is taken as positive. I3 into R3, that is positive. And this is equal to 0. Right hand loop B, D, C, B. We start from B. So let us move in anti-clockwise direction. Now we move through resistor R3 in the direction of current. So the product I3 and R3 is negative. Minus I3 R3. Then we go D to C in the direction of current I2 through the resistor R2. So I2 into R2 is negative. So minus I2 into R2. Then we move C to B. We move opposite to the EMF arrow. That is why E2 is taken as negative. So minus E2 is equal to 0. Similarly, you can check by moving clockwise in both the loop. The result is same. Only the sign differ. In first case, you can find minus E1 plus I1 R1 minus I3 R3 equal to 0. And in the second case, plus I3 R3 plus I2 R2 plus E2 equal to 0. The result is same, either you moving anti-clockwise or clockwise. So this is about Kirchhoff's rules. Thank you.